This is Ngobo 2010 Sharp I channel. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Thank you so much for making sure that you support the channel. Today, I'd like to talk about Hugo Bruce with my brother from Orlando Pirates. He's a Orlando Pirates Stone supporter. His name is Jabu. He's going to introduce himself. My name is Tulani Ngobo, also known as Ngobo 2010. Bra Jabu, unjani mfethu?
Ngiyaphila kunjani Mapolo, are you well?
I'm well, thank you, man. I'm very well, thanks.
Yeah, no, all is well, Brian.
Yeah, yeah. As we spoke earlier on in the Mbokazi, I'd like us to just go straight to it.
Yeah,
Mbokazi no Hugo Bruce. Remember, kube khona iy'nkulumo ezibekhona
yes, yes,
emaphephandabeni yabona. And Mbokazi, came late kwi-camp and all that, and Hugo Bruce was not happy. Um,
yes.
Firstly, do you think ukuthi abafana abancane namaplayer amakhulu kumele ba-treatwe same or maybe they must be treated differently?
Well, I think i-treatment kuma-players wakho should be the same.
Yeah.
Asiqale lapho ngoba angithi uma ngabe unama-players at your disposal, they more like your kids.
Yes.
And when to them, you more like a father figure.
Mhm.
So, of course, when it comes to issues of treatment, the treatment should be the same because once you begin to have favoritism within your players, that's where
Yeah.
you are going to crack your own team. So to keep the spirit going, I think it's imperative that you actually treat them the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
from football discipline point of view, ne?
yeah.
How serious is Mbokazi's late arrival we camp?
Look, it's quite serious because it speaks to issues of discipline.
Mhm. Mhm.
So the coach was not wrong in reprimanding the boy. The coach was 100% correct because remember, in no time, Mbegezeli Mbogas will be playing overseas,
Yeah.
and issues of self-discipline will have to chip in.
Mhm. Mhm.
Much as he will have people that are guiding him that side, but he
Yeah.
will still have to be disciplined. So
Exactly.
this is
Yeah.
the first step from the coach to say there's a bigger picture that is coming for you. Maintain the discipline. So the coach wasn't wrong.
Mhm.
I think the only thing that one will say perhaps the coach wasn't supposed to do are the remarks. You can
Yeah.
do them, but I don't think the platform was okay.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to ask Uchi, do you think, Hugo like was right to address him in public like that, or should
yeah.
it have stayed internal like a campaign?
There are in each and every organization, particularly a big organization like your SAFA,
Yeah.
where issues of players are involved.
Hmm.
You cannot call a press briefing and begin to speak about those issues in the media.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you'll find in other organizations immediately when they are about to talk about sensitive things, they will request the media to go out.
Exactly.
So I,
Exactly. Yeah.
I think this is a matter that belonged to the boardroom. He was just supposed to call the boy
Mhm.
after the training, sit the boy down, akhulume naye kahle njengomntwana, because
Yeah.
Hugo Bros more than anything, he's a father to those boys. So what actually transpired there, in my own view, I don't think a person who is in the authority of being a father to those boys was
Yeah.
actually supposed to lambast that boy in that particular fashion,
Mm.
particularly where there's a media involved. Obviously, media is media. For them to sell their content, they like stories like those, and those are the stories that can make or break the player.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I think Hugo Bruce, his timing was quite incorrect, in my view, Mapolo.
Please repeat that again.
No. I'm saying his timing was incorrect in my
Oh
view.
yeah.
He was just supposed to wait for a right time. Probably after the training, they still have a session with the
Yeah.
boys.
Mm.
I think
Exactly. Yeah.
the boy was just supposed to be called, on the side, and maybe they speak to him as coaches, and I'm
Yeah.
sure the boy would have understood.
Exactly. Exactly. And and
Yeah,
and and and, and personally, Bafo. how did you personally interpret Hugo's comment about Umbogazi being a black guy and living as a white guy, like personal ngowakho?
That was quite malicious, no. But
Mm.
maybe before we enter into that, we then need to ask ourselves, Uguti, the character of the coach, did it start now? This thing of lambasting people, lambasting clubs, out of context, does it start now? It doesn't start now. And I think it was the responsibility of all of us as South African football fans to address that kind of a behavior, because we saw it coming. You know what is happening here, Mapoloba? The issue is that we are mainly focused on the club affiliation, and we concentrate on that. And I think we have missed the fundamental point, Mangoba. Team, the coach has been saying things that were not necessarily to certain teams, particularly your Chiefs. Those are the comments that we're supposed to rebuke from the onset as South African football fans, including SAFA, by the way, because the coach is employed by SAFA. Exactly. So those are it has been coming, but unfortunately it was not directed to Pirates or Mbogazi. But this time around, it's an issue that is directed at the Pirates and Mbogazi. And Pirates fans are very angry, but I'm saying we didn't do anything when Hugo Broos was continuously lambasting other teams and other players, and we're quiet, all of us as football fans. And I think that's where we lost it as fans. We're supposed to address that now. But then coming to this one of being black, going to the room, you'll come back being white. I think the coach knows, or the coach would have known, that we coming from a serious racial background as a country. The coach should have known. I mean, he's quite smart. He knows our background, struggle credentials in as far as issues of racism are concerned. So we are a country that is quite skeptical of racism, because we come from an era where we're segregated on the basis of race. And that was a painful experience to all of us as South Africans. So in my view, the coach should have known that there are certain things that you can say. Right now, I understand that it's an issue of an interpretation, as he says. But be that as it may, those are the things that you don't even go to, particularly when you know the history of South Africans. So to me, that was unfortunate, coming from the coach. But also the timing of these remarks. I mean, just next week we're leaving for AFCON. What are you doing in a camp where with such remarks? You are basically killing the spirit of the same boys that you want them to play for you. Because you don't know how these boys took this thing. It's not an issue that was directed to Mbogazi per se, but once you speak of Kala, I can tell you now, some of the players within the camp will have a problem with that statement. So already you are destabilizing the morale of these boys moving to such a critical tournament.
Yeah, true. You mentioned in the Awuti here, like you have seen this in a long time coming. He's been lambasting other teams and all that. So considering his 5 years with Bafana Bafana, does his track record count in judging this situation?
The track record will count. The track record will count. But I can tell you now, there's no South African and blacks in particular that will accept anything that has to be or anything that has to do with racism and sexism. Because over and above the issue of Mbogazi, there's an issue of agent Yegambogas, which is Basia Michaels.
Mm.
To also say, because you are reducing that woman to nothing. To
Yeah,
also say, no. She thinks she knows football.
She's a little girl.
She's nothing in football. I mean, you those are the things that you can't say, because as a country, those are the things that we are against. You know, we
exactly.
even have your 16 days of activism around
Wrong
this
timing.
particular period. So if you are conscious politically and otherwise, those are the things that you cannot say, particularly when you know that you are a coach of a national team.
Yeah. True. And in his history of similar remarks, would the reaction be different, or will it be maybe the same?
Look, Pholoba Mnganam, like I'm saying, we have failed as football fans. But over and above that, I'm still saying sometimes we're just having an organization in SAFA that is reactionary. I've seen their statement now. They just said no. Maybe this thing was lost in the translation.
Figure of speech.
Yes, that's what they have said in their statement. But I can tell you now, there's nothing that FIFA, SAFA has done to actually go deeper into this thing and investigate it properly. We've got a lot of things that are not happening. You remember at some stage we had 3 points that was docked from us. And immediately after a qualification, that issue was swept under the bed. You know why?
It was quiet.
There's no accountability. Vincent Tseka will still run around without any action being taken against him. So that's SAFA for you. There's no accountability. There's no nothing. Also, over and above that, the remarks of the coach in relation to Chiefs in particular, because he was consistently attacking Kaizer Chiefs. That's something that SAFA was supposed to deal with and say, hey, Baba, Chiefs is one of the pioneers of South African football. They contributed immensely into the well-being of South African football. So refrain from saying these things, particularly in public, because tomorrow you've got 3-4 players that are playing well in the Kaizer Chiefs camp. What do you do? Because you have ruined the relations with the team. Tomorrow they'll say, no, our players are not available. And I won't blame them, because we are all of us folding our arms when their organization is under attack, you know? Yes.
True. It's very sad, because even when the boys are selected, Kaizer Chiefs boys are selected, they know Uchi will only be in the preliminary, and then afterwards we are no longer there. You look at the player like Peterson, for instance. He had a lot of clean sheets, and then but then he's not selected. He's not there. You understand? And I think that's a topic for another day.
No. It's another. But then I like what he said. I like what he said yesterday. Sorry, Mapolova, to interject. I listened to Peterson's interview yesterday after the Carling Black Label 11 players. All-Star. He was. I think he was. Somebody asked him about his omission into the Bafana, and the boy was very professional. He said, look, I will only focus on club issues, because at least Kaizer Chiefs for now is the organization that is paying me. As for what is happening into Bafana, I would have loved to be there, but I think the coach does have his plans, and maybe when the time is right, the coach will call me. But for now, I'll focus on doing my work at Kaizer Chiefs. So that was a very professional response from the boy, which shows Uguti, even at Kaizer Chiefs itself, these boys are taught into how they should respond to such questions. So, look, now your issue Uguti, the boys will be selected on the preliminary list, and when it comes to a final cut, they are no longer being called. They might have spoken as Kaizer Chiefs players as well to say, maybe we need to make peace with the fact that the coach doesn't want us to come and play. So I think that is the situation right now.
Yeah, not true. It's a very sad one. But
Yeah.
let's move into Mbokazi, his career. He just signed
Yes.
with Chicago Fire. Um, do you think Mbokazi was ready, to leave Pirates for his new team, Chicago Fire?
Okay, Mapoloba, let me
Mhm.
let me cite few things, because some of us, we don't look into the issue of Mbokazi only, and
Yeah.
then we make information based on that. Or
Mhm.
let's say there's a AFCON that we have played previously, wherein we
Yeah.
won
Mhm.
a bronze with Coach Bruce.
Yeah.
Core of that team, if we were to be honest, it
Mhm.
was a Sundowns players,
South
you
African,
know,
yeah, South based, yeah,
particularly Sundowns players,
exactly, yeah.
and they did very well in that tournament,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, at the back of our minds, as football supporters, followers, and fans,
Yeah.
we thought, maybe your Mufukeng, Mukwena, Mukwena will leave, because Mukwena was outstanding in that tournament.
Oh, yes,
We thought
exactly.
Sailor will leave, because Sailor was quite impressive in that tournament.
Instrumental, yeah, exactly.
And we're told that Bentley might take Sailor.
Mhm.
There were rumors that players will leave,
Yeah.
but eventually players didn't go anywhere.
Mm.
Now I'm going back to the issue of the coach. He mentioned that maybe the agent needed to wait for AFCON,
Mhm.
because it's a bigger stage, so that the boy can showcase his talent,
Yeah.
and maybe somebody will scout the boy from AFCON, also from the World Cup.
Mm.
But what if it doesn't happen, Mapolo?
And what if he get injured?
What if he gets injured? Then who's going to buy a player that is injured? And
Exactly.
after AFCON and World Cup,
Mhm.
you are not going to tell me that Chicago Fire will say no. That offer is still on the table. Chicago Fire, it's a business.
Exactly.
It's a football team, but they are running a business. They can't wait
Mm.
for Mbokazi to play AFCON and World Cup. Then after that, they say, hey, come back. That space is still available. They
Mhm.
are in a business of making money. So they
Yeah.
will go somewhere and get a player that will fill that gap. And then
Mm.
Mbokazi will be sitting here. Also, look into the conditions in which Mbokazi is coming from.
Yeah.
Maybe people don't know. Mbokazi is coming
Mm.
from Susue,
Exactly.
Emakhaya, Mapoloba,
Rural area,
Emakaya,
yeah.
Kaya, Kaya, and the light has went into his family. He's
Mm.
the one now that needs to provide for that particular family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, check the
Exactly.
signing on fee that the boy is going to get.
Mm.
Leo mali signing on fee iyokhipha abazali lapha enhluphekweni emakhaya, Mapoloba.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
and we can't say the boy should wait on the faith, because the family doesn't eat faith.
Mm.
The
Exactly.
family doesn't eat hope. You
Mhm.
know, the
Yeah.
family needs resources so that they can come out of that situation by family. And as things
Exactly.
stands, the light is on Mbokazi to actually change the environment at home. Yeah, yeah.
You're right. Meaning, which like it was a right move according to Wainane.
It was a perfect move, but also
Perfect move.
it's a move that made business sense to who? To Orlando Pirates. Remember,
Mm.
a year ago, you didn't know Mbokazi. There was
Exactly.
no
Yeah.
signing fee that was involved. The boys just coming straight from the development.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's a person that is saying, here's so much offer to Orlando Pirates. What do? Pirates also, it's in business. It's not
Mm.
like they sold Mbokazi because they want to sell him. They sold
Mm.
Mbokazi because with that money, they want to buy other players that are going to strengthen the team.
Exactly.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No,
so
you're right.
Pirates is in business. So Pirates might have sat down with the boy and say, "Hey, this makes sense to you, and this makes sense to us, and also makes
Mm.
sense to who? The agent Yaga Mbokazi."
Yeah.
And I was listening to him saying, "Yeah, there's no football in America.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest Pele, Mapolova. Where did Pele play it?
He played there. He played in America.
Kaizer Mtaung Chinchapolova himself. Where did he play?
Same. Even
Joe
Doctor played
Monty
there.
Domani, where did he play?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so let's sometimes ezinye izinto man, if we don't have or we don't know what to say, maybe let's keep quiet and see. And also, Mapoloba, the fundamental issue. The boy
Mhm.
signed a 4-year contract with Chicago Fire.
Yeah.
Mbokazi is 20 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of his contract with Chicago Fire, Mbokazi will be 24.
24.
So where's the crisis?
He still has a chance.
And
Still
at
has
that
a chance.
particular time, I'm assuming that he will be at the peak of his career.
Mm.
Then Mbokazi can go wherever he wants. And by that time, he would have been exposed to more agents than here, more
Yeah.
scouts than here. And of course, the boy can go to a best league now. What is important is that he needed to start somewhere. And that somewhere, unfortunately, or fortunately, it's America, you know?
Exactly.
Yes.
So, Bafo, could this move have affected his focus and in professionalism? Yeah, because it's first time we hear about about Uchi and figure late weekend and all that. Nakona taking into consideration Uchi, this is a big tournament, AFCON,
Yes.
and he's also eyed to to be selected for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So the timing of his behavior, do you think what is affected by the move or what? Because I even heard Bruce said hey, Bogas he thinks he's a big star now, whatever. What's your take on that?
No. The coach was the coach. The coach doesn't understand. You see,
Mhm.
Mopoloba, the coach comes from Belgium.
Yeah.
With every resource available at his disposal.
Mm-hmm.
But then compare the coach with Mbokazi, that is coming from Ehlutluwe. To Mboga, that move yase America kuMbokazi yazifaniswa nani Mopoloba?
Yeah.
Ifaniswa ne Christmas. Mawukhulele emaplazini kuthiwa tomorrow you are going to town. Some of us grew up from the farms when you will know maybe.
Exactly. True.
Umdala makazothi kuwe tomorrow it's a Christmas, we are going to town. I'm going to buy you food there. Remember we used to pap and milk, ne? And what? Umfino yomroho. Now tomorrow the old man is saying we are going to town. I'm going to buy you chips and coke. You know the excitement that came with that, Mapolo.
Exactly. True.
Yeah, so you can't blame the poor boy. He knows within a month or so I'll be in America. To some of us, to all of us here, it's just a dream. Ukuthi sizathi siya eAmerica siyohlala khona for 4 years. So you cannot expect a boy that totally didn't anticipate that one day he will be playing in America to be normal mentally when these news are brought to him. It can't.
Exactly.
Obviously, there will be a change of character and mentality because he just cannot wait to see himself training with Chicago Fire in America.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't think the coach understands the picture of a South African black child, you know, of the opportunity that is presenting itself after so much suffering. I don't think the coach understands the impact of that. Because if he did indeed, I don't think those were utterances that he's going to make,
Oh yeah. So generally, Bafo, do you think South African players are sometimes too protected for a criticism, Onjan? In general, not only Mbokazi, like generally,
Yeah, well, I think ukuthi thina singama fans and maybe other officials from football organizations. I'll repeat it again. I think when Shabalala from Chiefs, or when Mukwena from Sundowns is being criticized, we'll jump into the wagon because to us it's a matter of club affiliation. We don't look into the merits, and sometimes that's where we're getting it wrong.
Exactly.
So if the player is being criticized and we feel that the criticisms were not warranted, I think we need to stand up as fans, regardless as to where does that player comes from. If we think the player has been treated unfairly, we need to chip in as football fans and defend those players. Unless if indeed the player was that wrong, and then all of us, of course, we need to reprimand the player.
Exactly.
But where we feel that the criticism was too much, let's enter into that space and let's try and defend the boy or the girl, regardless of any team affiliation. Because Bruce also, he's smart. He's very smart. He knows that we are forever bantering amongst our bantering each other as football fans.
Exactly.
And he has taken that stance. He have seen we are not united as fans. Hence he will do things and sometimes run away with murder, because the utterances that he will make sometimes are uncalled for. You know, so he realized that if I talk about Chiefs, Pirate supporters are going to celebrate and even jump their way on and go to an extent of even saying, yeah, the coach was right. You know, so right now it happened, and if we say abalandeli be Pirates emaqandeni kuthi if anybody azokhuluma into engekho ngeplayer that represent the national team, let's stand united and defend that particular player, regardless of a team that this player belongs to.
Perfect. Thanks, Bafo. Lastly, Vetu, into anisengani, you know, uthi some ways, you know, zingam demoralizer and namachita ngaphandle, maybe ama opponents angam demoralizer ngakhona and all that.
Yeah.
So how should he respond on and off the field, you know, to move past lento enzekile recently?
I think I spoke to him. I spoke to him yesterday, if not Friday.
Okay.
I spoke to him in the morning, and I told him that, look, when you go up as a person, particularly a black person, because we're coming from a very disadvantaged backgrounds as black people, you know.
Exactly.
I wouldn't speak for other race because I know they had privileges, you know. But with us, you struggle to get anything. So I spoke to him yesterday, or rather Saturday, if not Friday, and I said to him, look, for any black person, for you to emerge in a township or in a village, you must know that you will have enemies from home, and you will have new enemies that you don't even know that you have created in Joburg, just for being a perfect player, or just for receiving certain opportunities. So you must know that you will have enemies that you didn't create, but they are merely created by what? By your success. So I said to him, to silence all these critics, play your football, Baba. Go and play football and prove it to us and prove it to everyone that is doubting you that that is a God-given talent and nobody's going to take it away from you. Whether you are playing here, whether you are playing at AFCON World Cup, or whether you are playing for Chicago Fire, showcase what God has given to you, and you'll see you'll silence all these critics. Don't try and respond to them. Respond to them by what God has given you, which is a talent, you know.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Bafo. No, we have summed it very well. And thank you so much for joining us. And I think we have wrapped this thing, Gamnandi, and I really appreciate your presence every time I'm meeting. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mapolo.
Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you. And to those who haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button and help us grow. Also follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's Ngcobo 2010 Sharp Eye. Thank you so much. Have a festive season. Ola.